What's the deal, everybody? It's your main man, Druuill, and I'm back at you again with another video. Everybody, do me a favor right now. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that share button, and light up them comments. You already know it's lit. Let's get right into it. It doesn't matter what anyone thinks of you. All that matters is that you work towards and focus on a worthy ideal, okay? You work towards a worthy ideal. You focus on a worthy ideal. That's all that matters. You focus on something that is worthwhile. Focus on something that is a worthy ideal, a worthy idea. When you focus on ideas, when you focus on worthy ideas, your mind starts to begin to focus on making something happen for you. Focus on a worthy ideal, and you will make that happen in your life. When you put your mind on what it is you want to do, it doesn't matter what anyone thinks of you because you're focusing and you're working towards a goal. When you're working towards something, what's the end result of working towards something? You end up having what it is you worked for. So it's foolish to worry. It's foolish to contemplate. It's foolish to think about what other people's opinions are of you. She look dirty, but she come to work every day. How come she got them same old shoes on? Look like they about to fall. She come to work every day. She takes care of her business every day. The people that do things every day are the most they get talked about the most. The people that don't give up, the people that have it hard but they won't quit, those are the people that get talked about the most. Most people would be afraid to come to work if their uniform wasn't perfect. If they didn't have the newest, cleanest shoes on, they wouldn't do it. They wouldn't be caught dead seen doing some of the things that you're doing and that you see nothing wrong with doing, that you see as normal everyday stuff on your road to success. And also on top of that, you see better for yourself. You may not look how you would like to look today, but you know you're not always going to be staying that way. You know you're not always going to be looking like that. So why would it matter how someone views you today, if tomorrow you see yourself in a whole different light? You view yourself differently. You're viewing your life differently. So what other people think, other people's opinion, it should just go out the window, because as long as you're able to keep your mind focused on that worthy ideal, what do I want to be? What do I want to do? What do I want to have? Then that's the only thing that matters. Not what other people's opinions are of you. They could have a negative opinion of you because they don't like you. They could have a negative opinion of you because they're jealous of you, and they know that you're about to be successful. They know that God is about to bless you. So they could have a negative opinion on you all they want. But the thing is this: if you don't focus on that and you focus on your ideas of success, their opinion is not going to matter, because what you focus on will grow. What you put your mind on, you're going to attract that to you. If you think about the things that they want you to think about, the fact that you ain't got no money, the fact that you ain't got no job, the fact that you ain't got no car, the fact that you ain't got no place to go, you ain't got no place to live. If you focus on those things instead of I am successful, instead of success, instead of wealth, instead of health, instead of all things good, then you're going to be caught up in the reality that they want you to be in. See, they don't want you to focus on God working in your life because they don't want to see God work in your life. They want you to focus on all those negative things that they're trying to put before you. You know you ain't got this, right? You know you ain't got that, right? Nobody's going to want to hear you. How are you going to tell people that they could live their dream and you don't have a college degree? How are you going to tell people that they could live their dream and you don't have a job? You're unemployed. How are you going to tell people that they could live their dream and you take the bus? You walk to work. You walk to where you got to go. How are you going to tell people to live their dream and you living in a motel? And guess what? It doesn't matter what anybody thinks of you because you're focused on a worthy ideal. Praise God. Praise Jesus. You're focused on a worthy ideal, and that is transforming your life. because you're choosing to do something with your day. You're choosing to become an expert. You're not choosing to just wallow and complain and sit down and do nothing and be nothing, and so you don't have nothing. Well, I don't have anything. So what's the use of doing anything? That's what they want you to do. That's how they want you to feel. They would want you to just sit on the corner all day and not do nothing. Just watching the cars go by, watching the grass grow, watching the clouds pass by. That's what they want you to do. Because if you don't want to work for them, if you don't want to work in that system, if you don't want to be a part of what society deems right and sees fit for you, then you shouldn't have anything in their eyes. You shouldn't do anything in their eyes. All right, if you're not going to be complacent with not having anything and not wanting to get a job, then guess what? You're doing too much. If you're not happy with the fact that you don't have anything and you're just going to stay there and stay stuck in the I don't have anything, so let me just not have anything. The fact that you see you could have something when you have nothing, the fact that you see you could take nothing and turn it into something is driving people insane. How does this person see a better reality for themselves? How does this person see a way out of their situation? It's because you have a vision. They don't. The reason why you take the route you take, the reason why you make the choices you make, the reason why you make the decisions you make is because you're being guided infinitely by God. You're being guided infinitely by infinite intelligence. You're being guided infinitely by the wisdom of God, the wisdom of the universe, the wisdom of all the people who came before you, your ancestors, predecessors, angels. Okay, you're being guided. Once you tell yourself you're being guided, you're being guided. All right? Don't worry about where you're going, how it's going to look. God's got all that, okay? It doesn't matter what anyone thinks of you. All that matters is that you work towards and focus on a worthy ideal. You ain't got no job. Your job is now working on yourself. You ain't got no job. Your job is now working on yourself. You're reading every day. You're working out, making sure you're eating the right things, making sure you're telling yourself the right things, making sure that you're not having an I give up mindset, making sure that you are defeating the defeatist mindset. Okay? It doesn't matter what people think of you. It doesn't matter what they think you should have. You don't have this. You don't have that. Defeat that defeatist mindset. Defeat that defeatist mindset. Okay, it's all about your mind. There's people that didn't have anything and they turned their life around and now they got everything. And they didn't believe what people told them. You know you can't do that without a degree. You know you can't do that without a job. You know you can't do that without a car. You know you can't do that without you know you can't do that without a boat. There's people that try to get over to this country. People swimming over to America. People climbing trees to get over to America. Free falling to get over to America. All right, so I could have sworn I seen somebody fly over here. Just their body. They was that determined. They Superman their way over here. Whatever you feel you can do, you can get it done. All right, if you're determined enough, you can get it done. That's your determination is that worthy ideal that you're focusing on. You believing in yourself is that worthy ideal that you're focusing on. Okay, you doing a little bit each day. You taking time out. You waking up early and making sure you do things before you go to work. You got work at 8, wake up at 4. You got work at 9, wake up at 3. Wake up at 4. Wake up at 5. Wake up early. Do what you got to do. Get things done. Don't allow work to be an excuse. Don't allow I don't have a job to be an excuse. Don't allow I don't have a degree to be an excuse. Don't allow I don't have an education to be an excuse. Educate yourself. All right, educate yourself, study yourself, teach yourself, read yourself. There's so much stuff out here for you to get an education. They got YouTube, they got the internet where you could look up all types of articles and biographies and stories on people. You can read books. You can get you some books on success. You can get you some books on finances. Get you some books on starting a business. All right, watch people who came before you. Watch people who were successful before you. Watch people who done it before you. You think you're the only one. You're not. It's just that they don't teach people about success because everybody will be successful. They teach people to go out. They teach you about getting a job. They teach you about working for other people. They don't teach you about going out and starting your own thing. They teach you about being a follower instead of being a leader. They teach you about they want you to be an employee instead of being a boss. They don't want you to go be a boss. They want you to be an employee. They would rather you work for somebody else. But the fact that you see yourself as a boss, the person that they got to go answer to every day, the person that cuts their check every day, the person that tells them when to use the bathroom when they can't use the bathroom, the person that tells them when to go on break when they can't go on break. All right, we all have one. We all have had one. But the fact that you see yourself being able to override that, the fact that you see yourself not having that in your life anymore, you see yourself being able to end that, you see yourself being able to exit that part of the matrix, you see yourself being able to cut having a boss out of your life because you see yourself putting yourself up as a boss in your life. That's your worthy ideal. That's what you focus on. That's what you meditate on. You see yourself how you would want to be. It doesn't matter what other people think of you. If that's what they think of you, great. If they think of you as a bum, great. If they think of you as somebody who don't got no college education, great. If they think of you as somebody who won't get anywhere in life because they didn't go to school, or they don't like working, or they don't have a job right now, or they don't have this right now, or they don't have a car, or don't have a house, and they think you'll never be successful or never have those things, so the hell be it. You focus on working towards a worthy ideal. People already think the worst about you anyway, so you could only go up from here. You don't have to change what they think. All you have to do is maintain what you think. Don't try to change what people think. Maintain what you think. All right? It doesn't matter what anyone thinks of you. Focus on a worthy ideal. And that worthy ideal is I can be successful. That worthy ideal is I can have what it is I want. That worthy ideal is that if I put time and effort in on myself, if I believe in myself, if I work on myself, if I improve myself, if I tell myself I could have something, then I work towards it and I go after it and I see it for myself, it's mine. And nothing can take that away from you. Because if you're going to strengthen your mind to the point where people are going to get angry, agitated, and upset because you're not going to believe in what they want you to. Your belief in yourself is going to be so strong that people are going to get pissed off and upset that they can't make you think how they want you to think. They can't control what you think. They're going to call you crazy. They're going to say negative things about you. They're going to be upset at you. They're going to be angry. They're going to be hateful towards you. They're going to be jealous. They're going to have envy, all because you're so focused and so bent and so so geared towards thinking on success and what you believe is true for yourself. A lot of people don't believe it's true for themselves. They don't think that they can have it. They think it's for Jay-Z. They think it's for Beyonce. They think it's for Kanye and Kim and Floyd Mayweather and Mariah and Nick Cannon. They don't think it's for them. They think it's for Lil Uzi Vert. They think it's for somebody else, Meek Mill, whoever. They don't see it for themselves. You got to see it for you. It's nice to want to see people shine. It's nice to want to see people do good, but use that as an example of they did it, I can do it too. That's what I always looked at when I saw successful people. I said, you know what? I said, what makes them any different than me? This person can do it, I can do it too. Don't allow people to put fear in you. They worship this. They sign their life away. They drink baby blood. Okay, whatever. You don't have to do any of that. You focus on good. You focus on God, and you keep your mind right. You keep your spirit right, and you focus on your worthy ideal. All right. You don't have to do none of that stuff. You don't do any of that stuff. You're not going to have to do that to become successful because you're focused on God and you know what route you're taking. You know what you're willing to do. You know what you're not willing to do. So don't let fear get in the way. Oh, you know you're going to have to do this. You know you're going to have to do this. Those are people who aren't doing anything. They're looking up all the reasons why they can't instead of looking up all the reasons why they can. If you want to focus on that, if you want to attract that into your life, if you want that reality, so be it. What I'm focused on something totally different over here. God's got his hand over everything that I'm doing. Everything that I'm going to receive is going to come from the true living God. All right. So focus on your worthy ideals, what you want to be, what you want to do, what you want to have, where you're going to go, where you're taking it. Don't see yourself as stuck in your current situation or your position. See yourself as being past it. See yourself as being able to get through it. See yourself as already being past it and already being through it, already being at the finish line. See yourself in your nice clothes with the breeze blowing, the palm trees, your jewelry on, your car out front, your old school classic car. You just had a nice meal. You about to go back to your estate, okay? With however many acres you want, however many room mansion you want. You want to be able to live good, and God doesn't see anything wrong with living good and living well and having what you want in life. All right, you take your life to where you want. You think Oprah was going to let people tell her you can't have a mansion? You think somebody else, Jay-Z, is going to let people tell him he can't have $1 billion watch or whatever the hell he wants? It's all about what you want. As long as you do something good to get what you want and go after what you want, don't believe the hype. Don't believe the hype. You want nice things. Don't be afraid. Don't let people deter you from your dream. You can have what you want. You can be what you want. You can do what you want. And don't let anybody stop you from thinking that. That's the devil. When people try to come into your life and make you doubt yourself, that's the devil. That's not good. That's evil. So don't pay any attention to that. Don't have anything to do with that. Ignore all things doubt. Ignore all things negative. Ignore all things unsuccessful, because it doesn't matter what anybody thinks. Ignore everybody's opinion. Doesn't matter what anybody thinks of you, as long as you are working towards and focusing on a worthy ideal. All right, this has been another DruTube special. Shout out to the chosen vessels. Everybody hit that share button. Show some love in the comments. Everybody hit that subscribe button, because you know it's live button. And everybody hit that like button and throw some life into the channel. I'll see everybody in the next video. This has been another DruTube special. Shout out to the chosen vessels. We lit. DruuTube out.